Hi there, it's Chris Hamilton here with Sales Tip a Day, www.salestipaday, and today I'm going to show you number 2 of the top 30 best ways to promote your website or blog, which is social bookmarking. And why do you want to drive traffic to your website? Well, traffic will bring visits. Visits typically turn into prospects. Prospects turn into customers, and customers end up giving you cash, which is why you're in business. And so social bookmarking. What is social bookmarking? As you can read here, social bookmarking is a method for internet users to share, organize, search, and manage bookmarks of web resources. Basically what it is, it's a way that you can take your fresh content and distribute it out through a pre-existing network to lots of different people who may be interested in what you've actually put together. And some of the big guys that are out there right now, if you go across the top row, it's Delicious, Dig, Facebook. Second row down is Reddit, and then an RSS feed, and one of my favorites, StumbleUpon, as it was made here in Calgary originally, where I come from. But basically, these are some of the social ways that you can use social bookmarks. And typically, I'll use Dig, for example. What you do is you would take your URL and you would post that up to Dig and put a little blurb on it, and that way that information can be put out underneath a certain topic. And the one I use all the time is business, but there's numerous other topics that you can use. Best bet is just to go to Dig or Delicious or any of these sites and just kind of explore them to see what they actually do. And my favorite is actually a little site called BizSugar. And reason being is actually very much related to small and medium-sized businesses, and it shares a lot of information. But one of the things that you can do is take your blog post that you do or any fresh content that you have on your web and post it up on BizSugar, and it's shared with a bunch of like-minded people that are in your area. So, ideally, as I say, what happens is you take fresh content from your blog or your website, and then what you do is you put it into these different services, and they have a pre-existing network of people that will actually come and look at this information for you. So ideally, on the tips here, what you want to do is set up accounts with numerous different services. If you want to see some of the different services out there, go to knowem.com, which is knowem.com, and you'll be able to see some of the different services that are out there. Always, when you're creating fresh content, use these sort of services to push your content out. What I do typically is I create a brief little overview in a text file that says kind of here's what this post is about, and I make sure that I have the titles, the description, and keywords also included in that sort of stuff before I post up. And then use a lot of the different services that are out there to share. There are so many. By no means would you be able to get through all of them, but go take a look and see what some of your favorites might be, especially if they're related specifically to certain industries and stuff like that. As I say, if you check out Knowem, it'll show you a lot of different ones that you can use. So those are some of the tips that you can use to spread your word out through social bookmarking. And ideally, I hope you find that information useful. You can reach me at chris@salestipaday.com, or you can go to my website at salestipaday.com. Reach me on my cell phone at 403-630-1243, or hit my website and connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and so on and so forth. I accept everyone. So thanks for viewing, and I hope you find that information useful.